All right, I'm back. I'm back. Do you see me? I know the game is not there yet. 30 seconds. Whew. Stream is up. Cool. Okay, stream is up. So if you don't, okay, can someone write in chat that if you don't see it, then refresh. And if you have a sub, then you have 15 seconds to apply it. And then we'll get back on track. Yeah, we go. Yeah, we can see it. We can see it. We got back in the game. I hate the fact that this happened. So the door on my cabinet was closed and we haven't, oh, okay, we missed the train again. Oh well, you can't be expecting to get trains when you're not even here. Boo. There. All right, so let's see how much. Well, we didn't do much, but we definitely had a little bit of an issue here. So to me, that sounds like maybe this door is actually the impactful thing. Okay. All right, so we're here where this has been, where this is flowing, but we don't know what has been sent off. Now 2 more, yes, and soon 3 more, and 4 more, and all that stuff. But look at that, Silver Cecil is on the lead on the hype train. Woo! Viking Brit, thank you for gifting us up. Now we're back to the 4 out of 5 events. Hey, thank you, Swimmer. Right, so I'm not gonna go down here.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Is it this one? Oops. Nope. There. Oh, it moves on. Yes. And Legu, thank you for your 7 months of Prime. Much appreciated. Level 1 train. Yeah, that's because of Grundig's level 3. Cinemac, thank you for the 300 bits. You are now in the lead for the month. This month. Ah, yeah. Okay, so let's see. It's gonna be one of these. If I look at one of these and it has a steel ingot, then it's definitely a problem.
More shall gather. More shall enter the fray.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, thank you, Viking Brit, for 31 gift subs. I don't know, you're usually coming in with those. I mean, I say usually, but on when there's a couple of seconds left.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Ooh. That is peculiar. Ah, steel pipes. Here it is. Here must be the problem. Ah. Right there. Yes! Woohoo! We found it. We found the rogue one. Ah, Swimmer, thank you for 5 gift subs. Woo, it's a level 3 train just already. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna steal you though. Yeah. That was the whole point. It was just, we just wanted to top up a little bit of these things. And we now need to go back and decide what we wanted to build. That was on the factory components. We need a starter module, we need an end module, we need 6 of these modules, and we needed 2 generic constructors and 2 generic assemblers. I love how easy that is. Like, I can't be the only one who just really finds that super rewarding or super sort of satisfying to just go in and go like, yep, I need this factory, this factory, this factory, or factory module, and then just order them. That's a little bit of work on setting up. By the way, was there an update on expensive last month? Nope. Nope. They haven't really updated it, I think. So they went straight to vacation. 1, 2, 3, and then take that out. So they should be coming back from vacation slowly now. Yeah, that's the 3 of those I need, and then quartz crystals and how many more? There you go, and then quartz crystals, also good. And we got that here. We haven't... Nothing is requesting quartz crystal. That's pretty good. Okay, so we need to ditch something. That one's ditchable. Ditchable. There. We got everything we want. Sweet. Now, just need to build the fact... What? Why are they red? Why are they red? Sometimes it's really puzzling what's going on here. Huh. Okay. Right. On this reads... so there's another vacation. Well, they might just come back and work a couple of days before going to on the Christmas vacation or something. So it is. All right. Level 3 hype train. That is absolutely amazing. So I am pretty sure that this is going to be the hype train for tonight. So if you have a sub, if you want to subscribe, if you want to give some subs, if you want to claim the place on the hype train leaderboard for the month, then probably do it next 2 minutes, because then it has an impact on bonuses in game. That was my call to action. Also, level 3, that means we get a new color of the factory as a result. I think I'll just make it here, right? Let's just make it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not all of you at once, of course. And that is start. Roger, start. Looks good. And then the next one will be constructor. No, I'll do it. Construct. Generate constructor module. And we switch it over to blueprint mode. Here. And here. Alright, 60 seconds. 29 subs for a level 4. I have a lovely color lined up. So someone better snipe me. Easy choice color for bits. Yeah. It's last minute. I'll also take a vacation. I keep calling vacation. It's a 2-minute break I'm going to take here. So that's assembler. And Cinemac, thank you for the tier 3 for 6 months in advance. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much. That actually reduces to 24 subs remaining. 2-minute vacation. Nice. Yeah, I'm a hard worker. So just 2-minute vacation. That one. 20 seconds. And the final one is storage. Boom. There you go. Thank you. Gunyet Sites. Thank you for the 200 bits. Just the last seconds. And Cinemac wanted it so badly with the 300 bits. Claiming it. Why did it say hype chain completed level 4? That was not a level 4. That was level 3. Yeah, collected all over 3 votes. It was 21%. Yeah, okay. So that means unlock 1 upgrade, unlock all alternate recipes, and flying. Woohoo! Plus a factory color. Sweet. I'm just going to put these in. Oh, we got a color already. Thank you, Viking Brit. And it's definitely your contribution to this that made it. And there we go. There we go. That is yeah. I don't know. My first association is that I'm just maybe I watch too much House, but I'm just like, this is the color of the urine bag when people are not like, look, there's blood in the urine bag. Like, that's the color. There we go. Cool. Thank you. Not well brown. Yes. And then I am going to take that out, and I will just get the lights up here. It's gonna be a little tricky to, but that is just gonna be ceiling lights. Ugh. I'm feeling this is the one. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. And why not? Oh, it's that clearance here. Damn it. So we need to remove you and get back to the ceiling lights. Yeah. Oh. Yep. And then take. Actually, I should have one more. But I probably can't do that, can I? I should also take my break now before we go into the... It's so much easier when we go... Oops. Yeah. And then the storage. Oh, that's not going to work. Because I need to take out you. And then get the storage. And then we can build this one back again. Yeah, that's like that. That's probably fine. There. Alright, I need to take a little break. Ugh, we have no light here. No light, no nothing. Alright, take a break. Update 8 Twitch 60 what? 67. There we go. Come on. Save takes forever. I'm actually gonna load that one immediately. And then I will take a short break. Be back in a couple of minutes. There. Has he been flying the whole time? No. I have not been flying all the whole time. Well, I have with a hovercraft. Oh, I have. Ah. But I've also been flying with the hovercraft. Oh, so I have been... Well... Yeah, I was kind of weirded out why they worked. There you go. Well, that's not my fault. That's you not keeping me in line. Filthy cheater. Let's get distracted first. First, let's get distracted and get the upgrade. No one noticed. Apparently, no. Woot main. Still a couple of floors remaining here. And looks good. Looks good. And then we get unlock and alternate recipes. Done. So we get one unlock. And that one unlock, this is tempting. Because this also unlocks some alternate recipes like alternate supercomputer. I think we get that with the cooling system. But nuclear power is also enticing. I'll take this. And then we got alternate radio connection unit.
Milestone reached. The object scanner can now find underground wells which can be pressurized to extract resources such as nitrogen, water, and oil. Nitrogen will contribute to more advanced aluminum parts.
You now unlock nuclear the normal way. A little bit too expensive to unlock the normal way. But hey, a couple of streams, a couple of lucky hype trains and such, then we should be fine. A little bit of box crafting. Yeah, 50 supercomputers is a lot of handcrafting, especially because we don't have a factory where we can just pick up AI limiters. We do that soon. Or we can pick up any... what it's called? High-speed connectors. High-speed connectors is one of those things where, like, is it really worth doing that? So, what I'm thinking, based on the findings we have for this kind of factory, is that it has completely sort of not trivialized but simplified the factory building process. Now it's just like, okay, how many modules, and then do a little bit of build spaghetti. But the majority of time is now taken, or now comes from the resource inbound stuff. Like how long it actually takes to get new resources inbound, and how to move them from one tier to the next. So that would be the thing that I would feel that in terms of sort of completing Satisfactory, I haven't really figured that out. But these modules are so good, so easy to work with, that one way or another, that's going to be how we build factories. Like there might be some tweaks in sort of how we make them, but generally that's going to be how it is. Same thing again and again and again. Yes. Then there's something about sort of what is the size of all the factories we're going to build. That's also another little interesting thing. There. Really? Or that one? I'll take that one. Here. And from here to... From here to here. And then from here to here. And is this one online? It's online. I wish you could just put them in here. Didn't that... Well, that was kind of one of those messed up things we did last time that in the end worked if we were just not being stupid about it. And they're gone. So. Woo! Got a few more tickets. 31 tickets. Good. Alright, now we have... That was... Lights. Buildings. Lights. Power. Now we do recipes. here we do more recipes. I don't even know how much we need inbound, but I just realized it's probably a lot. 20. So this is 20 times 16. It's not much. Not much. Not a lot. How's power? Powerful. See. Max consumption is kissing the lower end of the valleys here. So turbo motors soon. Oh, it's kissing. I know we're only using the orange part, and there's a little bit of headway still, a little bit, but it might not be so distant into the future where we need to start thinking about this. Let's put it like that. Yeah. Blueprint the power bank. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good point. Not now. Now we need. Oh, how much Caterium wire do you need inbound? That's a good point. I think it was 100 each. 100. Times 6. That's just 600. Yeah, it's fine. We can get it on a belt. So I need to get Caterium in. Isn't there one of these? That's Caterium. We got it right there. How many batteries can be in a 5x5 tile? 4x4 tile. Not 5x5. You're dreaming. So we actually don't need the Caterium in here. We need the Caterium in here. And then the copper needs to come in here. So I think we'll get copper in on this belt. We definitely need a better idea of how to do distribution. This is inbound, so this is the inbound one. It was too steep. All good. That's a long way we need to go here. Oh, it's autosave. Whew. I thought it was crash again. It's just a very slow autosave. But with the crashes in here, then we do have to take our precautions and make sure that we have ample autosaves. I don't know if I'm taking both of the coppers out, because if I do, then I'm in trouble. I do! I'm in trouble. No! Oh, see, this is another big issue, like balancing things, like, so this is clearly not taken enough, but this is also clearly empty, so what happened to all of that crap? Like, why are you not over here? I think there's actually a design bug in this, now that I think of it. Look at this. Yeah, okay, look at this. So what happens is, this one is moving in. Oh, they come out on separate. Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse. Because now, whatever comes out here cannot go over to that one. That can only go in and get recycled, which awful, 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 awful. I think I want this upgraded to a faster belt, and then only one belt in. And it still has the problem. So the problem here is that it's first it splits into two, and then each one will try to put it in, and if it can't put it in, it'll be sinking it. But already in the beginning I've split it in two. which means that if one is consuming 2/3 and one is consuming 1/3, then they will split by 50-50. The one that only consumes 1/3, the last 16% will be sunk, while the other one that could have used those 16% isn't going to get it because it's being sunk. So actually, I think the correct way would be having just one belt here in one smart splitter here in. Yeah, freaking limiters. Need to sync before splitting. I know. Why did you not say that like long ago when I built this? Like this. The whole thing is, the whole principle of this is wrong. Just a sequencing error here. Nope. And it fits perfectly, so let me just see. Center output is any, and this one is overflow. Do we even need to sync ingots? No, I don't. You're right. I don't need to sync ingots because they're low quantity or low value. So I think this is the right way to do it, but I'm not gonna do it. And then instead go here. And this one is they really just need to feed these two in. That sucks. That's not so easy. With your modular builds where the lifts would show the black rubber connector all wonky? Not that not that I can think of. Okay, so this is, we'll keep that going, but we'll keep the output. Output will be updated belt. Yeah, I don't know, I don't need to upgrade all the way through, but consistency. There. That's also really weird why that came through like that, but okay. So they will be filling up here and they'll be filling up here, and when they're full, then that's fine. However, there is also like left space here. Why? Because I have found out that the hold on. The copper I get in can be more, but it doesn't matter if both of these are saturated. Then why would I want to scale up this one for even more? We're currently getting in what? We're getting in. That is a Mark III and a Mark III. Okay, so Mark V would be more than two of these. So what if I could trace these back and upgrade? Oh, Mark III miners. I need Mark III miners. No. Damn it. Shit. It's a little bit expensive, isn't it? But maybe not. Like, maybe this is not unreasonably expensive because we can just pay for it, right? just buy turbo motors and all the rest of the crap as well. I'm gonna have to buy all of it. So it's gonna be all 3 of them items being bought. It's expensive, but I think we can afford it. We get 31 tickets, and I think this is the most valuable thing we can spend it on. And supers and fuse frames. So this I won't be able to buy the fuse frames if I didn't get print. Pretty sure I also have some excess tickets. There you go. Turbo. Put it to take. Super. That's a stack, right? And then the last one is fused. Yeah. Is this a flying round mod? Nope, it's not. It's the new game settings here. Advanced game settings. You can just click flight mode and then everyone's happy. But I can only do it for 1 hour. And then whatever I cheat. Let's see. So what are we missing now? We need 9 portable miners. That's fine. So I hopefully get 1 hour of nice flying around in each stream, if I'm lucky. You guys are kind and generous. Okay. My pyramid doesn't connect to the top. What dimension should I use? I use 128 by 128. Oh, let's see. 240 parts. What's the max here? 600. That's good. And then that needs to be upgraded.
Picking up multiple fix-it personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Yeah, exactly. It's 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer, or 1024 meters times 1024 meters. That was, when I realized that, I was like, yep, that's exactly the size it's gonna be. I tested out a lot of options. I didn't get it. And autosave. Yes, sure. You can build it whatever size you want. And they are still gonna connect as long as you sort of build it further up. There we go. And that's 600. Perfect. So, these are now 600. Is it 1 kilometer high? No, not quite. But I'm sure you can calculate how high it is. Oops. Yep. I'm gonna run up. Am I? We are done with these. Yep, we can destroy these now. Didn't used to, but now we can. Sorely need it, because that was really annoying. Something... Oh, there, down there. Ah. Sweet. Yeah, farting pillars, yes. Why are we not taking damage from this? Weird, you'd think. Good. Yeah, let's go grab the rest of it. More from a principled standpoint. Don't like him. No! What are your... I hate those. They're the most annoying creature. They're practically immortal. They'll be fine. Good. So, back up again. And now I'm going to make another copper outpost place thing here, which is going to be exactly that one. Yeah. It's also another part of me that just goes like, why am I not just taking a third one up? Because this one is really not taking a lot. So can I just get it here? Because this is clearly enough. Or is that cheating? Because this one will... This one is not filling up, actually. No. Yeah. This one is definitely filling up. So when this is filled up, then it'll start move more over to the other one. I wonder how much I'm actually using here. That would have been lovely to know that. Oh, right. I'm also missing this artistic expression here. Give me that 1 pixel. Thank you. Belt speed meters, yes. Ooh, speaking of shapes, can you do the shapes command? So, people who don't know, but we have a shapes preview tomorrow. A very exclusive shapes preview. No one else has get to see it, only me. And you, of course. But, there will be no VOD for shapes 2. There'll be no VOD of the stream, so if you are not able to make it, tough. I need to figure out what the look and feel of it here. Where could I bring another line up? Actually on the outside of that is the only option. Or I could bring it, actually I could bring it up, right. Like this. And then have this go yes, there we go. And you will then go further down this line. Yep. Why is this open? That seems weird. Okay, so now I still need to go through here. That's actually weird that I can place it like this. thought that was good. It was not. And yeah, goes up. Up, down, up, and one, two, and seriously, what a time. So where do we get more aluminium ingots things here? Pipes, belts is miserable. Yeah, it is. But misery loves company. Well, I need it a lot more anyway, so. Oh, this one's out though. Just so happens to be exactly the product we were looking for. But wait a minute. I just upgraded a lot of stuff, but I'm not getting any more outbound of this. Yeah. This is weird what I'm doing here, honestly. Okay, so this part will be going down here. Guess it's this one. Oh, there it is. And that has to go all the way over to where? To here. This moving things around is definitely the part that takes the most time. And that's and I don't know how to do this in a better way. Drones? Nah. How would you propose sort of if we redesigned from the get-go? What? How would we approach this problem? Problem of just moving things around between factories without it being super tedious, which it always seems to be. Trucks require, it's again like trucks, once you set them up, sure, but they also need a lot of infrastructure, and that's the, it's kind of what I'm thinking, like, what is the least amount of time you need to put in to move things between different locations? Here. Like belts, maybe, but I've just, in this case, I've just set up a belt system that's awful, because I have to build everything underground, so now I've sort of forced my way into this pattern, and well, then I just have to kind of endure. And we ran out of concrete because, of course, we did. But they're driving themselves to the max. I agree. It might be the right solution. Like it might be the right solution to use them, because you're sort of, oh, I don't have to build like extra infrastructure once you have the roads. Once you have them roads, lots of trucks can kind of use them. Yeah. It's definitely not because I have the solution. I'm just feeling that it. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The funny thing about this is that I used to feel that the building of factories was so slow in Satisfactory, and that was why, like, the main thing. The main thing was that it took forever to build a factory, so you kind of had an idea and then you build it, but then because that took so long, I didn't really pay attention to the fact that it actually also took some time to get resources in, because it was 20 assemblers with power poles and input belts and output belts and input pipes and output pipes and recipes and scaling and all that stuff. Now that that part has been scaled down, something else seems to take unreasonably long time. It's interesting, right? Because this is the 100% it takes to build a new factory in Satisfactory, right? And it's like designing and scoping it is some part of it. Like you think, okay, I need 10 of those and 5 of those, and it's going to be in rows or modules and that kind of thing. It takes a little bit, 10% of the time maybe. And then you build the infrastructure and like lay out the foundations for the factory. Okay, that's another, I don't know, 20%. Then you actually build all the machines and all that stuff. That's another chunk of 50% of the entire time. I don't know, guessing. And then the last part is getting resources ferried inbound and outbound of there. That's another 20%. I think that adds up to 100. So when the 50% of actually building and hooking up the factory suddenly goes down to take like maybe 10% of the time, then you just look at the other things that take time. And then infrastructure, well, I did all that in advance, so that takes basically 0. We have everything laid out. So the only thing that now takes time, we did the design, which is the most fun part. There's a little bit for build, which is super quick. And then there's infrastructure, don't need that because it's already built in advance with the giant pyramid. And then the only thing that sort of takes a big chunk of time is getting resources into this, which used to be like maybe 20% of the build time, but now it's like 40-50% of the build time is actually getting resources in, and therefore it becomes much more obnoxious to do. It wasn't obnoxious before, but it's comparatively more obnoxious now, which is a really interesting term. That's why a lot of in free build it is tedious. Yes, start one per the early game. Yeah, I think it's just that. Even trains, you have to build so much infrastructure to build the trains, to lay the foundations or lay the tracks to your new location where you want your factory if you spread it out, or bring it back if you are consolidating into a single location. So I'm just thinking, what would be a good way? Like the obvious way if you look at Factorio is the main bus. If you have a main bus, it takes very low amount of time to get resources, because you basically just go, oh, I have steel on the bus, branch it off and get in. Also I need copper, right, branch it off, and I need green circuits, oh, branch it off, good, now I have solar panels. That's the one thing I could remember with the 3 random things I'd said. And since you can't do a main bus and not logically in Satisfactory, we have to figure out a different way. That's interesting. Like drones, absolutely, but they're low throughput and they're very late tech, because they require 0 infrastructure, almost. You are also trying to get them in a convoluted, under the floor, transparent kind of way, which increases the total time. Yes, absolutely. I have painted myself into a corner here, and there I've only myself to thank for that. I am absolutely aware of that. Wait a minute. You need to build here, 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 and no more. And then this is an input, and the top one is an output. Okay, so I would imagine that there. And then I need another one in here. One, two. Nope. Here. Yes. Click to match. Another one in which will go from here. That should work. Should. Okay. And now I need to figure out how we get it into this location. This will be. That's not even good enough. So, yeah. Yep. Right in this corner. There. So, now there's another part. Ugh, you. That's actually okay, because I want to steal this one. And then move. And waiting for the autosave. I agree. I think some people play this more of like a tracing game where you slowly click away at parts of machines to fill in the factories, whereas the design part for them is daunting and they don't like it. Maybe so. Resources using natural roads. I think that's a bit of a myth that that's going to be faster. Because I think that it suffers from like uncontrollableness thing. Yeah, that's the word. So I'd have to cross here. I think that if you look at natural roads and go like, okay, well, just use the natural roads. Sure, but do you have a natural road that goes where you want to go? Because that's not always the case. Alright, so let's do the cool trick with this part here. And I do think it's a cool trick. So first things first, we do a small foundation in here, and we do a small foundation in here. Then we get a ramp down there. I get another ramp down here. Then we find you. How come that did not turn out very well this time? Huh. Because it wasn't in the middle, I guess. Let's try it in the middle instead. Okay, so all of this has to go. That goes out. That one. And then the idea is this will be the one. Get that out. Get that one out. Get this one back. Now, let's get you. Good. And now exactly at this location. You're gonna be rotated. One, two, one, two. Yeah, and it's a little bit convoluted, this part, for something that no one will ever see, but I couldn't not do it. There. That's... Hello, Mojave Viper? Oh, Viper? Alright, so somewhere here-ish. Here. Right? Yes, that's the one. This is where we merge it in. You could also do this, but, you know. Oh, definitely not delete stuff down there. And let's see, so... I feel this has to be covered. Oh my god, it's so annoying that I was inconsistent at some point. Back in my inconsistent days. There you go. This is quite funny. Got bored of watching some YouTube vids of Satisfactory and decided to stop by, and here it is. Finally some good-ish. What? I thank you, I guess. Don't know what I don't know exactly what that means. I think it's a compliment, so I'll just pretend it's a compliment and take it. I'll take it. I don't care if it wasn't meant as a compliment. I'll take it as a compliment. And there's nothing you can do about it. Except, of course, clarify whether it was a compliment or not. But, you know, aside from that, there's nothing you can do about it. Hello, tall man. I'll do this, and then go down. And... woohoo! So, let's see. Is it working? It's not fast, that's for sure. But how much do... Oh, hold on, that's not going to work. Because these ones need to be speed some more inbound here. There. Yeah. And then obviously it's not even connected, but if it was, it would be like this. And then I need to have a fast speed on. There, this needs to come in at 600. Good. And of course we also need to get, this is Mark 1. I'll make it Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3. There's 3 of them. And that's the 4th. And the 5th. And the 6th. Good. And then I need to go up and fix the upper half. Term line to the from factory below. Connect the term line from factory. Oh, right, yes, we do. Why are we not oh, right. Here's another thing we're not getting. There. And there's also the outbound is not going anywhere. Yeah. That's my AI limiters. I was like, what the hell am I even building? So AI limiters are coming from here. And now I'm feeling really bad about having this one being incorrect. Someone really should have fixed this, or should fix it in the template. It's also typical me to just overcomplicate things. Anything worth complicating is worth overcomplicating. There. Yep, and that goes in. This will now be overflow, which means it actually goes in now. That sucks. That's going to be AI limiter. This one will be AI limiter. Sweet. And this. They coming? No, they're not coming. Why not? Okay, here's something. Let's make sure that they actually pass through. Good. And then we need to do the upstairs. There are some... What is the building working at? AI limiters. And it's almost working. And then from here it's going to be quantum... Oh, or not quantum. There. There. That should get this one in fast enough. After that, it's crystal oscillators. That's what I was mean. That's what I meant. Okay, so it's clearly coming in fast enough now. And we have all 3 are green, and we have stuff coming in here, 22 and there, and that means this factory is now complete. AI limiter. Do we also need a name for it? I think, or a quantity. How much? It was 30, so I went 15 on this one. And then I write 15 on this one. So I get 15 into each. Whew. Is it possible using splitters for belt crossing? Nope, it's not. Because you don't have a 2 in, 2 out. That doesn't exist in Satisfactory. Right, that was actually a good milestone, but why are you not so happy? 320. It's also too slow. Alright, we're not quite done yet. Also definitely not making enough here, but whatever. This one has to be faster. Clearly there's a problem here. Why is it coming out so slowly? That's why. There we go. There's always these kind of things where the modules fit together. And let's see. So this is coming in, but is it coming in fast enough? It's actually coming in fast enough. So just flying down the belt. It's interesting. So this comes in at 600, I would imagine. And 300 goes in here, but that means half of it comes in there. Okay. Well, it's moving, and obviously it's going to get less and less and less as it moves down. But honestly, if you look at the time we spent on this factory, it was actually, a lot of it was getting resources in, and the rest, not really a problem. This is not fast enough, is it? It feels like there's space on this belt. Excuse me. I have killed something that... Oops. Yep. Don't forget my break. I know. But I also don't forget all the stuff that you need to do before you can take your break. So I'm kind of caught between those two things. This is a belt. This is a Mark 4 belt. Ah. Is this a... Take that stupid pillar out. And that's a Mark 4. Good. So now it's a full belt. And we're definitely not going to be able to keep up, but so be it. And this one's also spinning, 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 spinning. Sweet. All right, that's another happy one. Vacation. Yeah, it's time for another 2-minute vacation. So thank you very much for joining so far. And thank you for that little hype train earlier. And it's now no more time for flying. 68. Yeah. So no more flying when we come back after vacation. Again, vacation after the break. Yeah, so this Nightbot is kind enough to remind everyone that still working our way towards the 350, and we made it for July, which is awesome. But September, July, August, September, October, I think it was like that. So we still need to make it for the next couple of months, and it's looking a little bit dicey. Cool. Be back in 2 minutes. Thank you all for joining. Right, all right. Back. Just had to run some errands with the kids. I miss playing this game. Well, what's stopping you? Chat can't. No, I don't have the cats in here when the kids are here because then I close the door and the cats are with the kids most of the time. Ray, we got AI limiters. Are the kids back? Yes, they've been since Sunday. Went to my sister's birthday today, even though it's not her birthday at all. Ah, that's odd. Oh, right, that's because I wanted to mark something. So, let's see. Oscillator, crystal oscillator. Now this seems like a better option, right? Because we have AI limiters readily available. We have rubber that's not being used anything. When does school starts in Denmark? My kid's school starts on Thursday next week. Wubber, we'll go for the Wubber, and it's significantly less quartz crystals required. And since we have this, then it's fine. Cool. Let's go for that one. Actually, I think there should be a principle that any item that is being requested like this should not be sunk. That seems like a good principle to have, right? So this one is maybe taking something in. Yeah, it is. And then we just go, nope. Because clearly this stuff is more valuable being sent forward or being filling up boxes or just idling than it is anything else. I think that makes sense. No, this one I can't do it though. This one actually has to be, this one has to be like the double split because I have a sushi belt here. This is a sushi belt, and if one blocks, then the other one blocks as well. Right now, I have an acute lack of here. Fix miserable pipes. What do we have? Miserable pipes? Where are the miserable pipes? If the ratios are correct, but the ratios will not be correct. I'm thinking this one should not be a combined, but if it's not a combined, then I have nowhere that I can pick up this. Let's be honest, I'm not going to be doing that much of this, so let's do some cheeky change here. There, so now we make almost exclusively steel pipes, because steel pipes are being used for heavy modular frames upwards. So let's vastly increase the amount of steel pipes and then significantly decrease the amount of steel beams, because we only need steel beams for Mark III belts, and we don't really need Mark III belts very much anymore. Yeah, good. Yellow assemblers, they're not working. Yellow assemblers. Oh, maybe this was something we lost during the autosave? Yes. Lost during autosave, I think. Yeah. During the crash. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I'm not allowed to fly anymore. I'm a cheater. I'm a filthy cheater. Maybe I will eventually soon just decide that I'm always gonna fly, because this is bad. Oh, right. This is what you meant by pipes. I was thinking, what? We haven't worked on pipes today at all, and that's because you meant the steel pipes, not the pipes. They seem still a little bit miserable, a little bit more miserable than they should be. What is this major malfunction? Yeah, look at that. That was where it crashed last time, so we're in the process of fixing this. And then when I came back, I just started something else, because of course I did. Ingots, 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 and that gets speed up here and sped up. Yeah, no. There we go. Now we gotta go to flow going. Good. Then pipes will be less miserable. You and your miserable pipes. Okay, they're all working, so that's all good. That's much better. Sweet. Yeah. Get that in there. And I don't know if this is enough, but it's as good as we can make it right now. Should also have this. Okay, so here is a question completely out of left field, because sports analogy are just my cup of tea here. Has anyone tried a cocoa ceremony, like drinking extremely condensed cocoa and reaching sort of as part of a shamanistic ritual of communing with the cocoa spirit, like literally drinking a hot cup of cocoa? Has anyone tried it, or has anyone heard about it? Preferably someone who has tried it. That just seems like the silliest thing for me. But hey, it also seems like utterly harmless. Like, compared to ayahuasca or stuff like that, or acid, then yeah, drinking a hot cup of cocoa, that's fine. I think I can more sort of align with that idea than ayahuasca. Don't do that. No? Really? No one? I'm disappointed in you. So now it's crystal oscillators. Let's go back while I'm desperately hoping that someone will have an insight on a cocoa ceremony. Floof. Hello, Mark Ewing. Good evening. Try to register anything going on. No valid comment on your ceremony. Thank you. Sorry for frying your brain, or that you have a fried brain these days. Yeah, that's disappointing. I was hoping someone would have some kind of insight on cocoa theories, cocoa ceremonies. But then again, you are pretty sane people, just by and large. So it kind of maybe is comforting that that you are not all familiar with it, because then it'd be a little bit out there. So I don't imagine anyone has tried or has any experience with ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. Hello, Everlist. Oh, I can't fly here because there's no power. Oh yeah, no power. Oh, that's annoying. Yes, ayahuasca. Yes. So I I know someone who has done this a lot of times. Basically, it's some kind of poison that you drink, and it's a Native American tradition, I think, some tribes, and it's like sending your mind on a spirit journey. But it has a little bit of a catch. You tend to throw up and shit yourself. So, so you know, it's a little quirk. But then to compensate for that, those rituals are always, without exception, wearing white. And I'm just like, that's just not cool. If you have a drug that's gonna make you shit yourself, don't force people to wear white. But all right, I mean, it's all part of the ceremony. As a child, I used to go to traditional cafes and they served a very thick hot cocoa with whipped cream and churros. Does that count? No. Hello, Evelyn. Yeah. What does the outside look like? Are we talking about ayahuasca ceremonies, or are we talking about the factories? The factory from the outside looks better than most people during an ayahuasca ceremony. But anyway, so her experience was that in order to make sure you don't shit yourself, you tell your ego to take care of your ass, and then you can focus on the journey, and your ego is occupied trying to maintain your self-esteem by not shitting yourself. It was like, seriously, is that the technique? Apparently that is the common technique. So I just thought it was so funny. Like, okay, so I'm like, okay, I think I'll have a hot cup of cocoa instead. Fly. Ah, there's no flying here. No, but it actually makes sense. Like, your ego doesn't want to shit yourself. So, but you also want make sure that your ego does not prevent your soul from going on this journey. So you kind of give your ego a very important task that the ego can be occupied with, so that your spirit can go on a journey without the ego holding it back. I like it. I like the logic of it. It makes perfect sense in a weird way. But still, you know, I don't do drugs, so not for me. Let's see. So, manufacturer. So now we want to make an alternate insulated crystal oscillator. Yes, with wobber and AI limiters. I wasn't expecting. Well, you should, because it usually does. And you don't know the half of the things I wanted to talk about. But the quartz crystals, that's not much. Rubber is not much. And AI limiters is not much. But then again, this is not much either. So I think we need to build like a big one. All these are raw inputs coming in exactly the form that you should. So my build should maybe be 4. Maybe it'll be, let's go to our queue here. Maybe this build will be as straightforward as we get a start module. We get 4 generic manufacturers. And then we'll get an end module with 2 items. And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. What are we talking about cocoa? Yes, but no one knew anything about cocoa, so I asked about ayahuasca instead. Plastic? What the hell do we need plastic for? Oh, right, the manufacturers. Iron rods, needed that as well. Oh, maybe that's too much. And no reinforced plate also need more. There we go. Cable, need more as well. And wire. Quick wire, plastic, and quartz crystals. Alright, we go and grab those. Oh, no, 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 no. It's a traditional drug, medicine drug that gives you a high and has a little bit of a side effect as well. But like any other thing, there will always be like niches of people who want to husband you, of course. Well, here's an interesting thing. I will say depraved things, and then you can check with your husband, and if he recognizes, you might want to have a conversation. Was AFK for a bit, but still listening to the stream. I was laughing my ass off. Oh, that's good. Good, good, good. I mean, we're all here for entertainment, right? It is some kind of entertainment we're doing. Oh. Yay! Stupid truck bumped into stuff. We're not going to play that game. Oh, really? I thought it was a good game, especially about not being involved in it. Yeah. I think that's it's always like funny with these things. So, like, oh, how do you know that? I've read about it online. Yeah, that's my story. I'm gonna stick with that. I don't think I need this many here. And now I just need some plastic, which will get a level up. Also, that getting high off cocoa thing can't possibly be legit. Actually, it is. Hello, Miss82. Thank you for joining. It actually is because it is so distilled that coffee is. It has stuff in it, right? And it basically a lot of things. If you really distill it a lot, you can probably get some kind of rush. Plus, with these kind of things, a lot of the rush is also in all the other stuff, the ceremony. So I'll tell you about something that I experienced. It was not a drug, but it was also a weird rush. So it's not sexual. It's not. Prana play. Prana being sort of breathing. So it was just breathing. And I did a workshop where the introduction was that you had to breathe in a special way. And then your partner who was coaching you had to sort of coach you to stay on rhythm and keep breathing, and also just stress you by making move your legs in a special way, just so that you were not sort of getting into a rhythm. Every time you got into a rhythm, they would stress you by sort of picking up, and they were like hard techno beats to keep your rhythm up. And you were basically breathing a really shallow breath with your mouth, like just like that for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and just heart pumping techno rhythms and just this shallow breathing. It was so rough. And after that, you got pretty pretty much of a rush from that, and you were so exhausted, like mentally exhausted, and you're sort of over oxidized, and your blood, and it was a really cool experience because you got to a different place by doing this for 15 minutes uninterrupted, no breaks, no nothing, just really intense. Yeah, oxygen oversaturation, probably. Plus you were being stressed with your body, so that you were sort of you had no defense afterwards, so you were just ready to receive a therapeutic session. It was really cool, and like that was also like, okay, but you're just breathing. How is that? Well, you get you definitely get a rush out of that. They get entranced by spinning over themselves in quite a beautiful dance. Yeah, you can get out, but this. I've also been using it now and other things, and I'm definitely going to go to more of these breathing workshops, because I thought it was like super fascinating what you could achieve by just something as trivial as breathing. Also, just like when you synchronize breathing with other people and breathe like specific ways, and like there's a lot of like there were some fire breath and some cool breath, and then you sort of combine it into rhythms, and you did it together, and you just got completely synchronized with the other people from doing it. It was super amazing, and not drug induced in any way. So that's pretty cool to sort of use that to sort of as a medium for just digging a little bit deeper. There should have been something up here. That looks good, that green glow. That looks so good. Sounds like hyperventilating. Yeah. And it was really shallow breath. You could breathe, but it was rough. It was so rough. After 1 minute I was like, I'm not gonna make it. Nope, I'm giving up. And then my partner in this exercise, young, beautiful woman that was, well, not actually young, but beautiful teacher woman, she was like, come on, you can do it. And I was like, I guess I'll, just one more minute. I don't know. I feel that this is a little bit underutilized, this floor. Huh. Do we have anything higher up? Nope. Oh yeah, that's that one. Alright, guess we'll do that. So, I guess no. This feels weird. Okay, so this is for the manufacturers as well, I guess. Sufi whirling. By dervishes. Ah, of course. Of course that's a dervish thing. And auto save again. And we'll have the issue with all the crossing pipes here. It'll soon be just an entirely transparent floor. But let's start with the easy one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be rough, but okay. We start with a start. Module start. Ever tried binaural beat? Nope, I don't even know what that is. But I've also just found that like some ecstatic dance is also something I'd love to try as well. Like so many cool body exercises and body and mind exercises out there. And I know that this is the funny thing, right? A lot of the stuff that I'm just discovering is deeply spiritual, but you don't have to be spiritual to do it, and you don't have to sort of you can do these exercises without saying that you're communing with higher spirits. You just like, if you stress your breathing plus stress your body and keep your mind occupied and do that for 15 minutes, yeah, you're in a different space than your cool self, common self. So you're very much easy to receive, and it's not because you're reaching any higher plane of existence. It's your body has been stressed, and then you're ready to receive. So it's super cool, right? Stereo sound waves which create some modulation between the ears. Weird. And next one is, oh, turn on the light. There. That will be manufacturer, generic manufacturer, and R to make it into blueprints, and you know it, it's blueprints. And then we're gonna get another one with storage. Ta-da! And then I'm gonna take this out because that doesn't get to go there until, oh no, I'd have to be over here. A crystal ball concert would definitely fall into that category. I don't know what that is. So yeah, so I'm I just think there are so many interesting things that are worth exploring, and there are of course some. There was also another workshop which was weird that I didn't attend, but I saw the consequences of which were a little bit much to my liking. It's called de-armoring, and we talked about it. Someone talked about it as well. Um, it's really weird. I don't understand it, but it's like a therapeutic session. But you also sort of do some breathing exercise, and you get poked in your stomach and weird places with like fingers and like deep, and it hurts, and it's supposed to do something. But some of the people who did there were like, they came out of that workshop with like cartoonish thunderclouds above their heads, just like, I've discovered some things about myself that I don't like. I need to go back and think about it. Like, oh, that does not. And one person came out of it just in a fit of rage, like really a fit of rage, and she just took like an hour to calm down. I was like, okay, maybe that's a little bit much, a little bit extreme. But the people who were conducted the workshops also said like, all the stuff you've been going through here on this festival, you can do that at home, except de-armoring. You have to be trained to do that. No shit. I don't know sort of the logic of it because I didn't attend it, but it was clearly impactful for a lot of people. And is to trust those who perform it and let loose. Without asking. It is like you basically get what you put in. If you're sitting with your arms crossed and skeptical and not really going into an exercise, then you don't get much out of it either. And you'll go like, that didn't work. But if you go in with an open mind, then you can experience a lot of cool things. And it doesn't have to be explained with magic or spirits or anything like that. It can be explained with, just, honestly, a lot of it is explained by a single phenomenon: mass psychosis. I shit you not. That is the explanation for most of what's going on with these kind of things. We humans are incredibly social beings, and if we see other people do stuff, then we respond, and then we mimic them sort of unintentionally, and multiply that, and then you see like whole rooms going into trance because everyone else did it. And you feel it yourself. If you're in a room and the energy is good, then good shit is gonna happen. So yeah, mass psychosis is probably the biggest cause of spiritual experiences in crowds. There's zero chance I could get close to overcoming my skepticism. You don't have to be. You see, the thing is, you can do these things without believing in magic, right? And then you can still have a great experience. If a random person off the street told me some of the stories, I think they escaped from an asylum. Sure. You can also expect that I escape from asylum, or maybe I'm just streaming from an asylum. I don't know, or I know, but you don't know. That is crystal oscillator, alternate crystal oscillators we got here. There's still some effects to humans which are not fully understood. Of course, but that doesn't mean that it has to be explained with magic. That's the part. Like, universe is not fully explained in alls and ins and outs, but that doesn't mean like, aha, that's a proof of magic. No, that's just a lack of proof of something. Danish, I'm sure, have good hardware. They do. Cool. So now we need to get the 3 things inbound. One is AI limiters, which is right over there. That's a lot of shit it has to cross. And the next one is... Or maybe you're in an asylum and you just don't know it. Maybe you guys don't even exist and you're just a figment of my imagination. Let me manifest a hype train to confirm it. Then, what was the other thing? Rubber is coming from upstairs, so that's easy. And the last thing was... Quartz is coming from that side, so that should also be easy. Okay, so I guess we're going to take this line out and make that into our line for... yeah. Oh no, we're not flying anymore. Well, I mean, right now we are, but we're not going to continue to fly. Is it this one? No, it's further over. And this is what? That's the one. Yay! Sweet, so we're actually not that far away. I guess... Luckily we can still float up and down pretty smoothly here, because we have the lights in the ceilings to guide us. So first things first. That goes up here. It's useless to us, but it does give us... Oh. There. I can take this out. Inbound and... Alright. As much as I love existential discussion, me spending a whole day on a train and having to go to work tomorrow requires heading to some rest. Why did you spend the whole day on a train? Or maybe you can explain that another day if you want to. But spending the whole day on a train sounds glorious to us. Right? That's... Of course not. And good night. Everything you experience in the moment is actually 100 milliseconds in the past. Yes. That's also an interesting thing, that how much guessing there's actually going on in the human mind. Okay, let me think. Yes, get it like that. Sort of... Stipulations and assumptions, yes, absolutely. And how much we cheat ourselves. Was traveling from a long weekend. Yes, it was glorious. Was able to do a lot of work on the sock. I had to underlast it. Oh no, that was a travel though. Yeah, it was glorious, but it's all. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I also had a nice road trip on Friday, Saturday, to the other end of the country, which isn't very much. It sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. It's Denmark, so, you know. 2.5 hours, other end of the country, done. Right, so I need 3 of these as inbounds. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the outbound. Let's get this one. Yeah. And then 1, 2. And I hook it up here. One. That's a mistake. Because the other ones are coming from the other side. So, well done. Definitely the wrong one. Definitely take this one instead. There, that's working. Now we need 2 more, and 1 is coming from the top, so that should be okay. Are you kidding me? Did I now make a mistake again? Because I don't think this is correct. I think this is too much into the middle. Yes, it is. Wow. Planning is not my forte, is it? Yeah. So that's the 3rd place I'm putting it in now. Except somehow I'm not. It actually should be here. Works. This goes out. This goes out. What? Oh, it's the wrong way. Shit. What? Reversed? Mike? Weird. That's it. No? From here. And that should be correct now. Okay, so now I need to go up. Find this one. And get some rubber in here. Oh, right. It's not actually here, but... It's not correct. Oh, it is correct. It is an inbound. Yes, okay. Alright, so now I need to get rubber over here. So let's figure out if we have it anywhere and then just bring it. You can also see here's another output. That's kind of stally. Stally? Hold on, I'm not actually using very much, so couldn't I just leech of this? I think so. But this might be a problem. I mean, me taking another line out is not going to give me more plastic. It's just going to put it on 2 different belts. So. This is actually a lot easier than the other ones, so that's nice. Once. And that will be here. -1, 2. You point the right direction. And in. Is it built Mark 5 all the way? No, it's not. Should it be? I don't know. Don't think so. It should be Mark 4, but I don't bother with using Mark 4s for anything, so guess if it's not going to be Mark 4, then it should at least be Mark 5, so alright, I'll fix it since you are now paying attention to it. I was hoping it would slide, but alas, that's not the case. No sliding. $600 still, and this is Mark 5, and there it changes. So we need to dip into here, close the bubbles, and just follow the path. I would like to build a base at some point in Satisfactory that is fully designed to deliver like a certain amount of resources, and then it's just like, oh, okay, do we need to build this? Yes, but we need to build it exactly at this height or this sort of speed. Is it flowing? Like, okay, so like, okay, I need for the final factory, for the final factory, I would need like, oh, I need 1,000 plastic, and then when I built the plastic, I just built the 5,000 or 500 or whatever it is, and then I just know that that's it. That's all the reinforced iron plates I need. This is all the copper ingots I need. I think that would be a fun thing to do, like have the whole thing calculated. It would also fit really well with this design, so that I would know that, okay, I need to build it at this rate or size or speed or something, quantity. Right, now there's only one left, which is going to be the most difficult because that's why we left it for the end. This one. Doesn't the calculator site do that? Yes, but you have to choose specific recipes and then specific quantities you want to make and stuff like that. And I've never really done that, but even though there might be sites that do it, I haven't done it. Yeah, spreadsheet factory from the beginning. Exactly, Fred Brown. Exactly. I know that other people have done that as well, but I'd like to do my thing and then just basically say, this is the objective is to do X. And then basically they're going, okay, roll up our sleeves. Now we're going to make, I don't know, rotor build. So according to all the calculations, we need 274 rotors per minute or something like that. And then we're just going, okay, let's build and then get the resources in. And of course you can sort of cut some corners because you can go like, I'm going to need a tier 3 or a Mark 3 miner and Mark 5 belt to get all of this. So I'm going to design it for that, but I'm not going to execute, because also in the beginning, if you start building factories too big, you run out of power, and that's also a problem. So this but it would be interesting. Floor time party, yeah, it's just sea level fighting, but this one has to now go all the way over, and that's not really a problem, except it's a gigantic problem because look at that, it has to cross that path, and it has to cross that path, and it has to go this path. So yeah, that's something. Maybe I cross it out here just because then I can figure out what the hell's going on, instead of building it under the factory, which is annoying. So let's just build it out here. You could perhaps do something akin to the reverse mega base from Factorio. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Sure, I could. But I don't think that would be the perspective I would choose. I think I would still build it from the beginning, but it would just be like, because right now I have no clue. Like, I have no clue when this is a build that makes 30 AI limiters per minute. Is that enough? Do I need 60? Do I need 20? Do I need 10? Don't I need any? That depends on the recipes I haven't chosen yet for radio control units and crystal oscillators and stuff like that. And then what I've noticed is that sometimes you build something and go like, this is perfect, I have a motor factory. And you start building and go like, oh, the motor factory was making 10 motors per minute, and here I am building something that relies on 50 motors per minute. Oh shit, I should not have chosen that recipe. That's the kind of thing, right? There. Is it working? Yes. Very much so. Like a modular full final factory project oriented. That's a lot of words, but yes. So now I do this, this. It's not going to be perfect here, but what is? What is? I like that, but with expanding factory floors or something. So you start producing 10 motors, but you can spend later with better belts. And I think I'd do it in another way. I'd basically be like, let's say I figure out that I need 50 motors, and then I built, when I designed design it, then I know that I need to get to 50, but I don't have to build all of it. But I should at least sort of recognize that, okay, I need to do this kind of blueprint for us to get there, and then say, okay, then I'm going to make one module that does 25, and then the other one will be sort of waiting in the wings until a later time. Plates. No! I'm running out of iron plates. I have to go. My people need me. Okay, your Mojave Viper people need you. If you plan the end goal, it's actually possible to plan a main bus. And in 3 dimensions, you could have a vertical main bus in the middle of the factory. That is a good point. Because you know that let's say you need 1,000 copper wire for the base. Then you go like, okay, well, I know how many I need to build in order to get to 1,000 or 1,500 or however many you need. It's a good point. And let's go here and gear up. Oh, at least get a little bit more of the stuff that we're missing. Oh, the ceiling lights we haven't done. Oh, right. How do we not do the ceiling lights? Anything that looks like it's running out? No. Or it's because it's just one ceiling light that we haven't done. I think we've already done that. Let's see. Is there anything else? Yeah. That's very slow. What else? Oh, this is not good. And that's an auto-save again. Just create from ingots, whatever. Because but the thing is, like with iron wire, or with wire, you have to decide if you're going to be making iron wire or copper wire, and that's something you decide up front. And then when you get to the build, you already know that okay, I'm going to need this much wire, and I'm going to make it all from iron wire or Caterium wire or whatever you decide to do. Okay. Just trying to figure out what the next step is. Next step is that I take a break and then we'll be back in 2 minutes. So that's again a 2-minute vacation. 69, nice, as you are supposed to say. 118 hours in the game. And we'll just leave it here, and I will be back in a little bit. Be back in a bit. I'm back. These 2 minutes of vacation go by quickly. Oh, God, if to change the modular blueprints to output to the same side as the input, you can feed the output right back into the bus. So that makes it easier to make modular. Oh yeah, that's true for my modular factories. So instead going in one end, coming out the other end, if you could go in one end and come out the same end, then you basically have the elements of branches on a bus. That's a really good idea. That's a good idea. We already have the next base starting from scratch. Not really going to be changing this one. Sure. Let's see. We don't know what we want. And we need to go up. So up means around. Update 9. I mean, at some point we'll have 1.0 as well. I'll just go slower. And then jump up here. I wonder how many updates will be before update 1.0. 1.0 is an illusion. I'm kind of getting that impression as well. It is like the cake in Portal. Or is it Portal 2? Like, Portal is a game that obviously you could play it again, but it's just not going to be the same if you play it again. Because a lot of it is the sense of wonder and amazement about what the hell's going on and how are these things connected. It has a really good way of telling a story. Oh, ooh, this is interesting. Was that a clipping belt? Yes, but it's not clipping a lot. It's just clipping a little bit. It's just a little bit of friendly clipping. We've all done that. In our youth, some friendly clipping when experimenting, being courageous. And going there. It's trying not to clip, but you know, it's clipper's gonna clip. So that's going to be on this belt here. Actually, that one. And here. And I actually think it works now. And then we just close it up. It's the best I can do with this, with these conditions we have. And we put that back in. Actually, I shouldn't, but okay. So, let's see. Is anything coming in? Nope, because it's not connected. We didn't connect the belts. We should actually have done that first. That's kind of the sequence of events. Is the last thing we do is bringing the resources in. It's getting a little bit crowded here. Okay, so what happens? The first one should be fine. Let's connect it. First we connect the outbound. 2. Yeah, 1, 2. 1, 2. And but this also has to be removed according to the new way we've come up with, the way with how we want it to be done. Hold on, this should be a smart splitter. This one should just be a normal splitter now that I think of it. This will be overflow to the side. This one is just going to bring stuff in. Now I am a little bit puzzled why the first one isn't doing anything. The first one, I feel the first one should be moving. So, I think it might be because there's contamination. Because they sent this in on all 3 belts, so they're probably stuck with the wrong things on the wrong belts. I can't remember which one it was. It was there. That's rubber coming in, and that is here, and you have there. Cool. So let's go up and figure out why the first one is not working, and contamination is almost certainly the excuse reason. If I take this out, then I should be starting to see some of the other ones. There we go. Sweet. One, 2, and 3. Moving on to the next. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I don't need the last one since there are only 3 inputs. And empty, empty, empty. And that's the one that comes out. Alright, give me something. Here we go. There's a crystal oscillator coming. Yay. I don't want you. I don't want you. And I don't want you. Because you're kind of incorrect. And ta-da! And each of those it's just so low resources here. That one is 1.875 times 4. 7.5. Crystal oscillator. Where you be at? There. And we need to change the layout so we get that silliness again. And here I go 3.75. Copy and paste. It's more than you had before. That's ambitious. I am ambitious. Good thing I am. At this point, since I don't need it for anything, then we have it. And if we then figure out that we need it more, then obviously it's easy to scale up. Just you wait. At some point it'll be full. I hope. So that's actually 2 factories we built today. That is not bad. Not bad at all. And I wanted to make crystal oscillators because we have air limiters. We now go that into here. Just working our way down. High-speed connectors is another thing that we could use. computers we got. Turbo motor. Oh, right. I think it's this one. I think it's because we want to do radio control units. And that's this one. Yes, radio control units. That's the one. It's not actually high-speed connectors I want. So now I also have a different one. Huh. Is this better? I don't know. And supers, yes. Where's the supercomputer? That's the supercomputer we need. Right, this is the one. Isn't it? I don't know. Is it? Ugh, that's disgusting either way. And why is nitrogen and alumina the same color? Yeah. Cooling system. Oof. Heat sinks. Right. Radio control units is used for drones, so I'm kind of thinking that we need radio control units for that. If I want to build this, then I either should build high-speed connectors, but I don't think I need a factory for high-speed connectors because it's not really necessary, is it? I don't think it's used for anything. There is a supercomputer with batteries? Really? Is there a third supercomputer recipe? Did not know. Let's see. Drones need a lot of batteries. Oh, I know. Battery will be a big build. That could also be like one of the next big things. Look at batteries. This battery is basically it's pretty clear that it has to be this one. Anything else is completely impossible. Okay, so we just don't have the recipe for doing that super state. Maybe it's because it uses some other ingredient. Handcrafting for supercomputers or making a high-speed connector build. Electromagnetic control rods. That's why we don't have it yet. We can do batteries. Yes, we can do batteries. It's a manufacturer. This is a raw resource in. This is a raw resource in. This comes from ingots. This comes from aluminum and ingots and copper ingots. So it's going to be 4 items in that needs to be addressed into here. Yep. And we do have sulfur like extremely close. Like so close that it doesn't even warrant getting it inbound. I think it's almost underneath us here. There. Yes, it's inside the factory. And almost inside the factory floor plan. Default, we can do height in situ. Yeah. You're really keen on those box crafting supers. I don't know why are we so keen on box crafting supers. What is it we need the supers for? Nuclear power? So we need to sort of pick up 2 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these. It is so... I don't know. I think I'd want to make a high-speed connector build instead. It just seems more reasonable. Yeah, we don't need to make them yet. Only if they're needed for nuclear power, but I don't know if nuclear power is the next thing we want to do. We need 50 supers for unlocking it though, so That's another thing. Did we even use the hype train rewards? Yes, we did. And as I was... It's... Oh, man, it's kind of bothering me a little bit, right? There's just no... Oh, man. Like, that hype train was basically Viking Brit dropping 31 subs, and that's it. 2 hours ago. Complete silence since then. Like, it just doesn't make sense for me. Like, that... I don't know. It's weird. Like, I would think that there would be, like, continuous resubscriptions during the stream of someone joining and then go like, oh yeah, I have a resubscription up. No bombs, no biters, I know. But it's the Partner Plus thing I'm really, 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 really worried about now. I can only hope that Desync can get some people back, because this is, I'm really worried. Yeah, but okay. It is what it is. We'll make some desync. We'll get some StarCraft going. That'll bring in a new audience. That's awesome. Right. How much left? It's not so much as what is left. It's more about maintaining it for the next couple of months. Quasarain, you can see above from Nightbot. So the thing is, Twitch has made a new partner tier. And thank you, Silver Cecil, for the 200 bits, consolidating or retaking your lead on the hype train or the leaderboard. So they made a new Partner Plus for basically the top 1,000 streamers on the platform, and the criteria for qualifying for Partner Plus, and if you qualify, you're qualified for a full year, and in order to do that, you need 350 recurring subs for 3 months. And recurring subs does not include gift subs, does not include prime subs. So basically 350 people who put in the credit card and said, yes, charge me every month to support the streamer. If a streamer can maintain that, then Twitch will go, awesome, you are qualified for Partner Plus, and then they will give me a much better revenue share. Instead of 50-50, they'll give you a 70-30 for subs, which is basically 40% more income for me for the same sub. So it doesn't cost anything more for you, but if I can sort of get a 40% raise on the main source of revenue here on Twitch, yeah, it's probably worth putting in a little bit, put a little bit of effort into. And when you're sort of close, then it's a little bit worrying, right? Yeah, 350 accounts and have 350 different credit cards. Yeah, good luck with that. And valid addresses and all that. Yeah. But my 6-month sub count for each month. Yes, it does. That is brilliant. And it's super amazing. And I really, really appreciate it. Because that's kind of the best part about it is when doing exactly as you did. When you do pledge for 3 or 6 months. Because then it's like, done. It's working. It's added. It's good. It will count for those months. And you get a little bit of a discount as well. Which would work, but the lack of gifting kind of makes it dumb. No, absolutely not. If gifting worked, it would be an absolutely stupid requirement. Because I would give myself 350 subs just to qualify. So obviously, gift subs cannot count. Because that makes no sense. It would make no sense. Because it's such a big boon getting a 40% raise that I would just, in a heartbeat, 350 subs, done. I'll make it back in a couple of months. So yeah, that's why gift subs are not there. It's a matter of getting recurring potential. Of course, Twitch Prime doesn't count either, because Twitch Prime is like internal money, so they don't really make money off of Twitch Prime. So, box crafting or box. No, we wanted to make a new build. Motors. Oh, cool. We're missing motors. Sure, makes sense. But if someone gifts a sub, for example, to me, that would prevent me from subbing to you. Correct. So exactly. That's why I'm hoping that people will sub And that's exactly the problem. That is sometimes the irony of gift subs, and then I see the names in the gift subs, and I go like, that's someone who used to be a subscriber. Now they can't subscribe. Output splitting, yeah. Infinite temp cards, so the gift sub can be worked around. It's a bit of a gray area. Yeah. Do you think I would want to risk my my main source of income and my access to this by being banned on Twitch for abusing that? Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. What's the deadline for the sub count? It's every month that I have to maintain it. So it's 350 at the end of every month until October. So it's like, I think it's July, August, September, and I don't know if October also counts. I think, but it's at least 3 months that I have to maintain it. I think it's July, August, and September. And if I achieve it in all 3 months, then I qualify. If I miss 1 month, I don't get it. That's why it's a little bit of a pressure point. But you know, it's all good. But it does mean that if a sub drops off, then has to be, and or if you gift sub, then it doesn't count. And this is the part, like you get a gift sub and go like, oh, I just pay for the gift sub. That's unfortunately not how it works. It's just, but then again, most people who want to subscribe and have already put it in, they are already subscribing automatically. They don't have to redo it every month. So it shouldn't hit someone who is. So July was good. July qualified, yes. I think this is the one. How many do we need? This is using a really high quantity. So maybe like just make it 2 or 3 or 4. Do I want to make it 4? 4, that's 12 circuits per minute. 12, that's 7,550 silica. And a lot of quick wire. Thank you, theme. Yeah. All right, so I think we'll build like kind of the same kind of factory that we've been doing before. That's kind of the standard by now. 6 lights and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay, so let's gear up and at least get spending on this. Where are we? Let's see. First thing first, iron plates. Silica, steel beam, quick wire. None of those are here, so off we go. But anyway, that's mainly my problem. Something which I feel it's worth mentioning once in a while, because maybe someone will like, oh, I didn't know that. If I can help, I'll do it. Might be that little thing that tips over the scale. And well, I hope that Desynced is going to be a good game for the community here. It's certainly going to be. So I actually am getting access to Desynced very soon, and not just that, I'm also getting allowed to stream it before most other people will. There'll be some content creators who will be allowed to stream it earlier. I think, I'm not actually sure, but at least the ones that are sponsored, aside from me, will not be allowed to stream it until release day or make content until release day. So among the people, so that's pretty cool that I get to showcase Desynced a little bit more before most other people, which is also fine, because I think that. Oh yeah, didn't we want to fix something with this one? Yeah, we wanted to fix something here. Okay, so I got distracted now. Whoop, that's interesting. Yeah. But I also think that Desynced is a game that a lot of creators will probably not get. It is simply too complicated and too advanced. And you know, us creators are not that bright, so. Smelter. Poof. Because it is a really complicated game. It's probably the biggest disadvantage with the game is how complicated it is. Because it will be hard to make it really accessible. So that's going to be my challenge. With awesome programs and designs. Could be bright as cats. Well, my cats, I don't know. They're cute, but they're not bright. One orange brain cell. Yeah, between the two of them. Copy, paste, paste. Oops. Paste, paste. And these will be firing up soon. Why are these going out so slow? Also save again. It does decrease, and that's the only thing that really matters. Just let it decrease. But we still have an outstanding issue. Oh, right. We're also not going to get stuff in here because Mark 1 belt. Yeah, it's Mark 1 belt, but that's okay. Mark 1 belt is still 60 and it's only 30 coming in, so I still know that there's some problem here. This part is still only Mark 1 or Mark 3, so we need to get this sorted. There. Is that even correct? No, it's not. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have? They take 30 each and there are 24 of them. So that's more than I can do in one build. Okay, but this is not it. Be 1, 2 here. This is where we can bring it in if we want to. Yeah, and then there. Now it's whooshing, rapidly whooshing. So basically now, one build of 600 comes into the first 12 of them, and that would be 12 times 30, so it's 360. That's why it stutters here, and the other 600 goes into the other belt. And that should get us, oh, that should also get us, it should actually get us 720, so it is possible to get it on one belt. But this belt was 780, so it's fine. Every single thing will go on the belt. So that was a pretty sizable improvement. Hopefully that will eventually scale up. This is fast. This is stalling. This is just moving at a weird pace. Yeah, it's not really enough, is it? Anyway, we fixed this one. That was good. Everyone's happy. And we can now move on to the next build, which we can't do because I've just used a little bit of everything now. I don't know how. How did I use so much of everything that I can't build this anymore? 1, 1, 6, 4. Okay, so I'm running out of everything. Iron rods, concrete. Yeah, you know, picked up, got distracted. I can't imagine that. Steel beams as well is something we actually have over here. Me being distracted? Psh, I doubt it. Look at that. It actually got stuck. Finally. How much do we have here? Quick wire, silica, quartz. Okay. So we need iron, which is something we can actually build here. I can just handcraft because of course we handcraft at this moment. Hey, there we go.
Steal yourself. We are building an army.
Where are we going here? I want to get that one. That was my cave on Optus. My cave on Optus. Thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months in advance. That is someone who definitely heard my my call to action and jumped right in. Thank you so much, my cave on Optus. I think that's what it is, for helping me get one step closer to the target. Patron supporter. Username was awesome. And but your first time chatter, thank you very much for supporting both on Patreon and here. That's most generous of you. Great streams. Thank you. I had another episode of just explaining how everything works. But how do you make a living? Like, okay, so I make blueprints and stuff like that. Oh, okay. So people pay to watch it? Like, no? Like, but how do you make money then? Well, sometimes someone will donate or support with a subscription. Okay, but what do they... So when they subscribe, then they can watch your show. No. They just get an emoji. Why? Why would people want that? I don't know. But people do. Modern day, it is busking. It absolutely is. Silica and quartz crystals. Let's hope they're not completely empty here. And some quick wire. Well, this looks a little bit idle. That looks like suspiciously idle, right? That doesn't look like it's okay. Looks like it's very much not okay. The plot thickens. Okay, it's working, but utterly slow. No! Circuits, we're just about to request more circuits, and then I see that circuits are completely dead. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Computers are eating all my circuits. That's not really a big surprise. Almost done. Almost done. The question is, like, I'd really like to be venting all the computers because they're going to be valuable, but on the other hand, yeah. Yep, that is very much... This one definitely going to be turned off. And is this because of lack of input, or... Yeah. This is back to the copper ingot issue from before. Damn. So, computers, circuits are stalling because of lack of copper. Now we've increased the copper, but we're still using quite a lot. This is 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 times 20. Wow. There, 3. It's a lot, but it should be possible. And silica. Well, silica is not running out. But it's still a thing. Oh, there's an open grave here. Why is it not going to last assembler? That was just... I think it's just... It's manifold issues. I don't think it's belt speed. I think it's manifold, but I don't know. I can go back and check if you're concerned. Let's check it out. Also, while checking that out, it's probably a good idea to mention that tomorrow exclusive preview of Shapes 2. So not connected. You have lots of theories. I think it's just I think that it works flawlessly. There's just not enough. So the last one will be starved because there's not enough coming in. That's my theory. Yeah, so tomorrow, exclusive preview of Shapes 2. You have to be there because there will be no VODs available at the end of the stream. That's the agreement I have with the developer in order for me to showcase this. So find the time, come join our... See, here, it's not because it's not connected. It's simply because the belt is not saturated. So we can look at it over here and see that the belt's not saturated coming in. There, that's a pathetic belt. Yeah. That's why. So. Silica. Ah. Silica's here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why silica's everywhere. Plenty of silica everywhere. And over here we're gonna build another messed up thing. Wet copper time. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we start by building a start. Module start. This has become my favorite part of factory building now. Kind of obvious why it is, but still nice. Okay, and then we do... What was it? Oh, it's just a manufacturer. This one is just... Two, 3, and 4. And then we need storage. Ta-da! Now we need the light. Oh, I'm dropping down here. Blueprints or nudge? I think they go hand in hand. Like, nudging blueprints is really nice. Power bank. Oh yeah. I'm not going to start like a new project. So this is like some of the stuff we've been talking about. So let's get it ready. I'm not going to start something, some new build here. It's something that makes more sense for us to do when it's the start of the stream. Like, okay, let's design something new and fancy. I have to sort of find that spot where it actually recognizes. Ah, there we go. There was something. Come on. I just place it myself. There you go. Why not? Oh, it's overlapping that one. Keep forgetting. Sequencing. Why was it blue and I can't find that blue spot again? There. Click it fast. And then we do storage. Oh yeah, doesn't work until I remove this. And then I can build this one again. Okay, so now getting the lights fixed. You need to update the storage blueprint. Yeah, there actually has to be two different ones, because the original one is actually still the correct one if there are two items being built, which is what we had for one case in the beginning. Which, like all other things, when you build it, you think it's a universal thing, and then you find out that it's super limited, and you're never going to be doing that consistently and all that stuff. So that one is done, and we go in here. Unfortunately, all the lights are off. I have to turn them on myself so you can get just a modicum of light. Yep, and fly down. From here to here. And let's see, this is online. Good. This will be high-speed connectors. So now that we have built that part, the next one we want is set recipes, which is going to be easy. And then set inbound items. They will have 3 inbound items. It's the silica version. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now quick wire. We have a belt of quick wire passing by, so I'm gonna leech that. It's gonna take 360, which is way too much. Yeah. Silica, no, we do have a silica belt, so how much silica are we taking? We're taking 150 silica. How much are we taking over for the other one? Nope, not that one. When I order my modular factories, I always make sure they arrive with lighting set to on. 27, that's 27.5 times 6. That's it, right? It's, yes, 6. So it's 165 plus something else. So it's definitely one belt is clearly enough for these. Lack of quark already? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't have to flip them on. I don't flip them on, but I have to connect them. Oh, the lights. No, that's a bug. This you can't prevent this. It is obviously with lights on, but it doesn't do it until you reload. Same with all of these lights up here. All these lights, they don't turn on until you save and reload. That's just update 8. So, nothing you can do about that. So, but as soon as you save and reload, then it works. I just don't want to save it. So I save and reload, then I'm going to be leaving the game. So let's not go there yet. Let's see. So let's see. This one is good. I'm going to leech off of that. Woohoo! And then the next one is somewhere. We have some. Well, let's deal with this one first. You're going to be right there. It's a clap their hands emote. Oh, that would be cool if it worked like that. That would be cool. Nope. However, this then needs to be updated all the way back. Stream shapes 2, my phone says. I really want to get into Satisfactory Bloom, but they seem super limited, especially after finishing another run of Satisfactory. Yes, absolutely. I completely agree. You can make it work, but you can't make it work in the way that you want. You can make it work in the way that they allow it to work. For better or for worse, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so I have a line here that could be used for input and another line that could be used for input. So where do we want to get? We want to find where we are. That needs to be split. So I need to figure out how much this line is consuming and figure out if I can steal. What was it? It was 90 times. There's 360 from this. Yeah, I probably can. Let's see how much this is being, how much is being consumed on this belt. Oh, that's in here. So that's 105 times 2, 3. Okay. 105 plus, oops. 105 plus 105 plus 360. It's not a problem. I can steal it. A little bit, at least. Watching you play makes me feel your pain. I don't think this. I mean, the size and the pains are. I think that, okay, I think that I have come to terms with the way it works in Satisfactory. I may not like it, but I don't, I'm just accepting that, or it's not that I don't like it, it's just I would like more. Like more from this feature, I'd like it in a better way, but I have come to terms with this is the way that this game works. So let's get the best out of it. And I think we've gotten some really good stuff out of it by sort of embracing the way it is. So the size are less about the features of the game and more about like, oh, I forgot I had to do this first. That's at least how I feel it is, but maybe you guys have a different feel about. Oh, well, somewhere. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. I'll get it into this one. It's not even working here. Why am I actually yellow? Sometimes they have a bit of a yellow period. One thing at a time. One distraction at a time. Cool, so that's one more item. Then at this point I only... Oh, I know that. It's because I don't have enough circuits. I'm using more circuits than I can produce. So let's go confirm that. I think it's here. Here. So 26.525. So that's 26.25 times 3. That's 78.75. Yeah, I know how much I'm producing, so that's not happening. So that's why they're yellow, or that one is yellow, because it's just not getting that. And why? Well, 78.75 is what I'm using, and this one is producing 12.5 times 6, 75. So when this one is working all out, it's producing 75. When this one is working all out, it's consuming more than all of it. Yeah. That's it. Right? So we would need to make more of this, and this isn't even working all out because I don't have enough copper coming in. So it's a little bit of a challenge. Oh, look at that. We actually have enough copper coming in. We should. We do. Why is this one installing? Is it maybe a slow belt somewhere? It's just the usual manifold issue. The amount of stuff that comes further down the line is just so limited after the manifold is moving. It also isn't quite moving fast enough. Also, it's not that one. It's cheating. It's an invisible one. Yep. Damn. So many secrets. So many secrets down here. Yeah, it might be the belt speed somewhere. but skeletons under the bus, absolutely. Lots and lots of skeletons. Skeletonians here. So here's another thing. What are we building here? What needs steel and copper? Status, of course. So maybe we don't want to throw these out. Or maybe we do. It's full. What if we just let it backflow? Reinforced iron plates. You're definitely not doing that. Definitely not. And this is the heavy modular frames. Those I'd like to throw away because they are very valuable. If this is full. It's not though. But if it was, then I would allow it to be thrown out. Sweet. Yeah, so we're not getting enough copper inbound. But it's just a really big difference, right? These two are stuck, but the last one is not stuck. This is just a completely glass floor everywhere. And status, yeah. Might not merge them because, yeah, there's reasons. I didn't have the belts fast enough back then, so now they're coming in as different. Right, so, oh, that's a little bit transparent. That's actually fine. I want to go down here and see if it's so when this one fills up, more will shift over to that one. And then hopefully at that point, it'll be better. But it is a little bit silly. I agree. And it's just, everything is made incrementally. And because it's made incrementally, then it's after a few increments, it's no longer a good solution. Like obviously in this case you could go like, well, if I'm only producing 720 from this, it's one belt. So why do I need two boxes? Let's put it one box and then split it into three. Why would I even split it into three if it's one belt? So just bring one belt up and then split it out. Oh yeah, that would make much more sense. Yeah, unbalanced box output, but that's something that will fix itself when it goes in here, and then that one is turned off. Then as this one fills up soon, then it'll stuck, and then that at this splitter down here, more will go the other way, and then hopefully that will be enough. But this one is also could actually be better. I could also just add another module to this, because I could support another module. This is 24 times 30. Actually, what I should be doing is I should have it 16 times. No. 20 modules. I should have 20 modules. So basically 2.5 module or 2.5 modules here to make 20. Get that in, get one belt of 600 in, get one belt of 600 out. Build an entirely new one next to it, and then work on that. Then I'd have 2 times 600 for at the cost of using a little more space, which is obviously valuable. And I do have 200 times 600 in, but I'm only using 720, so it's an easy fix to get that done, but well, it's not going to be done right now because it is time for me to wrap up. No extra hour today. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Thank you for the hype train, particularly to Viking Brit for that generosity and on that hype train. And I will see you all tomorrow for that exclusive preview of Shapes 2. You're not going to be seeing much of it until next year, where it's planned to have to release. So if you want to see it now. Well, not now, but tomorrow. So thank you, everyone. Good night. Take care and stay effective.